Hever FM. How Community Radio.
Welcome to the second Hever FM Daily Bulletin broadcast in association with Mental Health Awareness Week. From the 9th to the 15th of May, we'll be broadcasting a special bulletin every day where we have a little chat with key individuals from in and around the How. Today we're joined by Gill from our very own Herts. So, can you tell us a little bit about what the charity does, Gill?
Okay, sure. So I'm Jill Musk and I'm one of the trustees of Haydenhertz. Haydenhertz is a small charity that was set up in June 2021, so right in the middle of lockdown. And it really came out of the realisation that in this part of Fife, where I live, in the How of Fife as it's called, there are lots of little villages that have village halls, but they don't have an awful lot in the way of services. Transport links aren't great. People quite often have to go further afield if they want to do something different, do something arty or entertaining. And yet there's a wealth of creative talent in this part of Fife as well. Also that people quite often, and particularly during the pandemic, have been feeling quite isolated and quite lonely, and a lot of the groups that we're running locally, arts groups, have struggled to get going again post-pandemic. So Haydenhertz was set up really recognising that there's this wealth of creative talent, there's people with interests, but there aren't always things for folk to do in How of Fife. There are some things for folk to do, but there could be even more using the village halls as a base. And so really it was established to work with local groups, with local artists, local creative people, to create programmes of cultural activities to give people a taste of something creative that they might enjoy on their doorstep without having to travel far afield to do that, and to bring people together through doing something creative.
So what is Haydenhertz Plans for the near future?
Yeah, so as I said, we're quite a new charity, but we have started off, we got some funding from the St Andrews University Community Fund to run a series of arts taster workshops in some of the village halls in the How of Fife. So we're running those over the weekends in April and May. There are still some running, so for anybody interested, have a look at haydenhertz.com. And they are sessions in everything from animation to drawing to poetry, creative writing, storytelling, lots of really interesting things. You don't need any experience, you just need to come along and give it a go. So that's one of the projects that we're running. Another is we have been creating a film about arts activities and the village halls and the groups that are operating out of those halls in Fife. And that is being edited at the moment, but it's going to be a really lovely slice of some of the great things that are already happening in Fife and some of the fantastic creative things that are going on. So keep a lookout for that coming to the website soon. And of course, we have Hever FM, which is our community radio station, which is going to be broadcasting throughout the second half of May and really shining a light on some local people, local artists, local bands, and bringing people to have conversations about their well-being and about the arts and creative things and what difference that can make to your mental well-being.
Thanks for that, Gill. That was Jill Musk from our own Herts. However, it's time for our next guest. So can you tell us your name and a little bit about what you do?
Will do. So my name's Anne-Marie Smith. I'm one of the senior health promotion officers for the Health Promotion Service, and we sit within the Fife Health and Social Care Partnership. And this week, our Health Promotion Service has been supporting the National Mental Health Awareness Week, which is led by Mental Health Foundation, and you can find more information on the main campaign on mentalhealth.org.uk. And they've released a lot of resources and information this morning and a nice wee video as well.
Fantastic, Anne-Marie. So what is the campaign's message in terms of loneliness?
So Loneliness in terms of the campaign message, young or old, loneliness doesn't discriminate. It's something many of us could easily help with. Just being a point of conversation, that helping hand to your neighbour, to your colleague, to somebody you meet in the shop. So loneliness has been affecting millions of people across the UK. The Scottish Household Survey of 2020, 35% of 3,000 adults reported feelings of loneliness, which was quite high. And I suppose the pandemic has probably highlighted a lot of loneliness that's already been in existence and has increased that number as well. Fife in 2021, Fife Council's research titled "Fife Did Not Let Me Down When I Really Needed It" was put together by Karen McCardle, identified that feelings of low mood was often linked to loneliness in the rural areas of Fife. So it has been a tough 2 years and people are slowly reconnecting. So this campaign is about the small steps we can take to reconnect with others and reduce the stigma around loneliness to encourage people to talk about it too. That's kind of the overview of why we're doing the campaign.
So what are you hoping your campaign to achieve?
So our campaign is predominantly about signposting to social prescribing, identifying the websites and the organisations that are doing a lot of one-to-one and support services and leading on groups. So we're kind of promoting that across Fife. So in terms of the campaign, we've got radio coverage on yourselves, Kirkcaldy 107 and Kingdom FM as well, just to maximise the reach to the population. We've also got social media coverage on a number of local Facebook pages, Twitter pages, and you can really follow the message and the conversations through the hashtag Small Steps to Reconnect in Fife. We're doing a lot of professional Teams talks just to encourage our health and social care staffing to understand what is out there and how they can signpost clients, patients, whatever you want to call them, fitting people of Fife into the right services to support their feelings of loneliness. So we've been working with a lot of partners, and these include Fife Voluntary Action to encourage people to realise that volunteering can be a really good step towards reducing feelings of loneliness, reconnecting with others, and maximising your skills, your knowledge, and your hobbies as well. Linking in with On Your Doorstep, fife.org, because that's a website where a lot of groups and hobbies and activities, from yoga classes to book clubs to scouts, because loneliness affects all ages, are advertised. And if you have a group and you would like it advertised, then you can put your own details on that website to really highlight what's available at a local level. We've also got moodcafe.co.uk, and that's a really good website for signposting to professional services, but also information and support for yourself as a carer or a parent as well. We've also got the Wells, which is a health and social care service to help you access information and guidance on housing, social work, and lots of other support services that can help you with some of the issues that you're seeing day to day. And Fife Forum as well. They're one of the social prescribing third sector organisations who are doing a lot of work and have been doing a lot of work across Fife as well.
Anne-Marie, can you tell us about some of the activities happening around Fife and the How of Fife during Mental Health Awareness Week, as well as some of the resources available currently?
Active Fife are doing a lot of bums off seats walks this week and kind of highlighting that opportunity to link with the staff and start that conversation about loneliness. And yes, on Fife Library Services, they're pushing and promoting Keep the Heat, which is on 11th of May. And all you do is you pledge to read for 6 minutes, because I've identified through research that reading can really help with your mental health, lower blood pressure, and kind of bring you back into a calmer state. But it always depends what you read. Read for your hobby, read for your interests, don't read for work. That defeat the purpose. So yes, so if you can, 6 minutes a day can boost your mental health by about 68%, it says. And that's one thing that the On Fife services are running this week. You've also got the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival, which is running right across Fife, right across Scotland, and a lot of their activities are digitally as well. So you can look at mentalhealthfestival.com for all information for the festival.
Thanks for that, Anne-Marie, and thank you for tuning in to our Haver FM Daily Bulletin broadcast. Our song of the day is a track by Rich Davies and the Low Road, originally from Glenrothes, Fife, now living in Melbourne, Australia. The track really is a stonker, but I'll let you listen for yourself. Here's Old Grief by Rich Davies and the Low Road, only on Haver FM.